Hi, my name is Carrie Salm, and I'll be walking through personal motivation in a team environment. The first thing to really discover when providing the personal motivation in a team environment is to really look at the work environment and the key players. The current work environment example that I'm going to be provided today is a work environment where everything is very structured. What I mean by that is there are job roles in place and procedures and processes that need to follow in order for the team to be successful and in order for things to get tasks done. So there's a logical order in those steps. The business itself is the medical industry where there is a contractual obligation, meaning we are an internal customer to a client and we have our obligations by that customer to withhold some of the standards. Also, the work environment has the lean method, where we're really looking for efficiencies within the workplace and to do more with less. A lot of the key players in the work environment are management, and that can be anything from the executive level down to a supervisor level who's in charge of a small subgroup of the staff. Also, as I said, with contractual obligation, our customer really focuses on the contract itself. And then the really key player of it all is the team involvement. So the team is ultimately the one that's going to drive the goal or drive the success. So they're the ones that are going to have to be motivated. So the goal that the team really needed to achieve was to reduce the cost of the network by 7% within the next year. So what that means is in the medical industry, the business organization is a subcontractor of medical facilities. So if you go in for your flu vaccination and you get a bill from the provider, someone pays that provider to administer that vaccination for you. You get a bill for $15. Well, the provider was paid a certain amount to charge you for that flu. So it's really looking at how much of that provider gets paid to provide that service. And that's where the team really needed to take it from the cost that they're currently providing and reduce it by 7%. So really the goal of that is to renegotiate the prices and then determine what success meant. So success meant reducing that cost as a whole by 7%. The motivational strategy that was really utilized was in one of the articles that we read was the first step was about trust and letting the employees know that while this is a goal from themselves, really it's up to them to determine how to achieve that goal. The second was the reward system. Every single employee is going to be different, so it really determines on what motivates them specifically. That also kind of falls in line with recognition. Some of them are recognized by the rewards. So after this project was completed and the team met their goal, I had taken them out to a 5-star fancy restaurant for lunch. So it's not necessarily ordering them pizza, which costs an average of $5 a person. It's really taking them out to a fancy restaurant to really let them know that the expenses that I am spending are really because of their own success. And then also who I'm telling about their success. I wanted to let them know that I was telling executive management, telling the internal customer that it was because of that small subgroup of that team, those key stakeholders, that really provided the success of the project. Opportunities. Currently for this project, there weren't the opportunities so much for advancement, but rather the recognition and letting them know that if you recognize and share the information and the successes with the right people, that can open the doors for new opportunities for them. And that also comes back to trust. They really need to know that I am going to be providing the right tools and the right resources to make them become successful so that I can share their success stories with others. And again, that really boils down to the happiness and success. I oftentimes tell my team why they're doing it and what the cause is for. I currently, the medical industry is really serving other people and helping them have their medical needs and their cares met. Some people that is a a happiness factor in itself, and some people that goes to the reward system, that they're just helping those people provide care. So that really ties into the motivational strategy in order for them to achieve the goal.